Hello! Hello, hello! It is Thursday! It's Thursday, it's Mario Party. Alright, let's just, yeah, we're in the OG. Let's just, depart for adventure, shall we? Alright. How many people this time? Just me. It's always just me. We can go the Yoshi. We can just run our standard crew here, all on hard. As the stream title suggests, we're gonna go right here, because I can. And I also didn't know what this evening... Hold on. Nope, there we go. Like, that's not right. We play 50 turns around here. Mario's Rainbow Castle. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. I'm excited, because Mario Party 1 is a good one. You know, it's the first one, it's what kickstarted this series, and I grew up on this one, so it works out. Also, haven't played Mario Party in 2 weeks? Roughly? So, yeah, it's been a minute. Hello. Okay. Luigi's just bamfing it. We love that. We love that for Luigi. Yeah, I just wasn't sure what this evening would entail. I think I'm okay for the evening because I haven't heard anything about any practices for tonight. So... Alright, Mario's Rainbow Castle is essentially one of them point A to point B type things. Every turn fast. There we go. Alright. Ooh, goodness. I feel like this is like the calm before the storm for the summer. Because, man, hold on, let me... I can actually adjust my mic without having to bump a stupid cord and have crazy robot voice. Yeah, I feel like this is like the calm before the storm because summer's gonna get crazy. The month of June's gonna get real crazy. Between softball, t-ball, between everything, so it's gonna get really wild. Oh, well, let me adjust my mic again. There we go. That sounds better, kind of, maybe. I don't know. But we're here. I was not paying attention whatsoever, so I'm just kind of existing. Ever feel that? Just kind of exist. There we go. Bam, 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 bam. Ah. Good job, Luigi. He earned some money. Wish I could earn some money. Actually, the weirdest thing. 2 days ago? Was it Tuesday? Yeah, it had to have been Tuesday because that's when the mail showed up because there was no mail on Monday. This isn't the first time it's happened, and I'm not exactly sure why this happens. But I got a reimbursement check from our hospital for like 50 bucks, and I'm not exactly sure why. And like, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna say no to money. If I am given a check for 50 bucks, I'm not gonna like question it. But it's like, I do wonder. I do wonder what the reason is. I don't know if it's like an insurance mishap, a billing problem, I don't know. Cause like, you usually get reimbursement if like, you pay too much or someone pays too much. Cause there's been times where we've gotten some like reimbursement money from like refinancing on our auto loan. That's how we bought Mario Kart 8. Because wherever sent us a a credit card with like $200 something on it. So we're like, hell yeah, we'll use that for that. And then I know when we refinanced, I want to say in 2024, we got a check for like $900, but that one was a tough one to cash because whenever we refinanced the first time on our pickup, we went in with my brother on it, and so like both our names were on it, so it was like me and my brother to kind of like, you know, and him helping us out for, you know, some like the financial stuff. And so it was me and him on it. And when we got the reimbursement check sent to our place, it said to me or my brother. And if it's something addressed to A or B, either or can sign it. But if it says A and B, both have to sign it. So like if there's a check sent to, you know, me and my husband and it's labeled to Tessa and Vegito, that means we would both have to sign it. Me and Vegito would both have to sign it. But if it's like labeled Tessa or Vegito, then either one of us could sign it. Some places didn't understand that, and they're like, we can't cash that. We need both of you. And it's like, it says or. It says or, you... I want to say dipshits, but they're not really dipshits. Why? Why are we being stupid? Why? I don't understand why we're having issues. There. Anyway, hello, Antonia. Hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. So, and also, we got the check, like, right before Thanksgiving, whatever year it was, and, we had a slight financial crisis, at the time, because, holidays are always rough, so we needed a place to cash it, and, we couldn't find anywhere that could cash this check, except for one place. And I went in, the lady was so nice, and because we had tried like 3 different places and they all said no for the same exact reason, because they need the signature of the other person. And it's like, it says or, because that's how grammar works. And is both, or is one or the other. Dang it. So I never understood why people wouldn't cash it. But this one place, I asked the lady, the last place we went to, I asked her, like, you wouldn't be able to cash this check, would you? And she took a look at it, and she said, well, I don't see why not. And the sigh of relief I had felt in that moment, it's like, oh, thank God. Thank God. Because that year was Thanksgiving with my husband's dad's family. So it's like, well, if it's that, you know, family that need to wear something nice to, and I had like nothing nice at all. So it's like I needed to find something nice to wear, and it's like, yeah, we can run over to town and get this check cashed and, you know, be on our merry way. But then it took forever to freaking get the check cashed. So I was like, ugh, it's a pain in the butt. It was a huge pain in the butt. But we did get it cashed, and I got something nice to wear that I still wear. That's in a little bit more rough shape, but it's a nice little, like, sweater. But it's something that I can wear casually too, and I have worn it a bunch since then, so... it wasn't quite like when I got called for jury duty. Oh, that was a fun one. So, I think I've told this story, the day of, or whatever, when it was happening. So the story is, last year, on my birthday, my 30th birthday, I did a birthday stream, and I looked back on it, I looked back on it. I don't think it ever got published to YouTube. I don't think it's ever published. I may need to fix that. I need to go in and fix it because I was trying to look for it one day. Sorry, I needed to focus. Hey yo, 25 streak, let's go. So yeah, last year on my birthday, yeah, I'll probably go back in and like actually like publish that VOD from my birthday because it was a fun one. There's lots of funny things that happened that day. Yeah, that day on my birthday, streamed with friends, played Gartic Phone. I think we ended up playing like Codenames later. It was really fun. And later that evening, the mail shows up like damn near 7 p.m. because sometimes the mail shows up whenever the heck it wants to. So we checked the mail, and in the mail, the day of my birthday, there was a letter from the courthouse, and it's addressed to me. And I open it up, and it says, you have been summoned for jury duty. And it's like, cool! What a fantastic 30th birthday present. What a fantastic present. You get a summons for jury duty. And, had to do all the fun stuff because the date on it was like August 21st, 18th, 19th. I don't remember. It was whatever day the first day of school was, because we were like, oh my god, that's the first day of school. I need someone to come down and watch at least Riley or whatever. It was like a whole logistical nightmare for a little bit, and I was like, and I also thought like, oh shit, I don't have anything like actually nice to wear for court. I have like nothing nice. So, I had found this really nice shirt at Walmart that is really pretty color. It's like purple and teal. It's a good color combo. So I picked it up like the weekend before, and I was like, okay, I have some semblance of an outfit. And Monday, because it was like a Tuesday, the court date was like a Tuesday, and so on Monday, I get a letter in the mail. And even like beforehand, I'm like, there's gonna be no stream on this Tuesday or whatever. There's gonna be 0 stream for it, nothing. 1, 2, 3, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Peach goes before me. Yeah, let's do it that way. Well, Mario's there too. It's fine. But yeah, I'm like, there's gonna be no stream this day. You know, don't worry about it. And then the Monday, I get a letter in the mail, and it says, you do not have to go to jury duty. You don't have to do it because of whatever reason. And it's like, whoa, what a sigh of relief. But also, I had this shirt sitting in my closet because I decided to wear it for Thanksgiving. This shirt has only ever been worn twice. It's only ever been worn twice since I bought it in like August of last year. So like, yeah, 9 months ago I bought this shirt and I've only ever worn it twice. I wore it once for Thanksgiving because I'm like, I want to wear something nice and it's Thanksgiving. So I don't ever have a chance to like dress up nice. So I wore it for Thanksgiving, even though like Thanksgiving is like super casual. Dude, what? Oh, I did it. Okay, cool. So I wore it for Thanksgiving. And then I also wore it when we went to see the Mario movie because it was a whole surprise that my husband had planned. And it's like, yeah, let's wear something, you know, kind of nice, you know, still, because like, it's a nice enough shirt that it could be worn like as a like formal dress shirt, or it can be worn casually. So it's a real nice shirt that I've only ever worn twice, and I want more chances to wear it. But yeah, that was a fun adventure last year. So, but yeah, I don't ever have chances to like feel fancy. Not like super duper fancy, but like, you know, just up a little bit, I guess. And it's like, I'm one of those that like, I wouldn't mind, you know, serving jury duty. I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind, you know, going to jury duty, but like, because a lot of people are like, oh, jury duty. But I was like, I probably wouldn't mind, you know, but it's like, chips didn't fall into place, so it's like, okay. Because I'm also just a stay-at-home mom. They probably, I don't know if they just didn't select me based off the paper, because like, the whole process, because I got a thing in the mail about it from courthouse. And then I think later they mailed me like a thing I needed to fill out and send back. And it, you know, it's one of those that asks for like your information and all that fun stuff. So. One, two, three, 1, 2. Dang it! I wanted to. Peach got the star, didn't she? Pretty sure she did, so I tried. Yeah, I tried. And yes, she did. Oh well. So yeah. I probably just didn't get picked. That's fine. I'm used to it. Yeah, what the heck? Or am I just being... But yeah, think about like, you know, getting picked, not getting picked. I was always like one of the more athletic kids in my class, but you know, getting, you know, picking teams in gym class, it's always when people pick their friends, they always pick their friends first. So like, even when like, you know, I'm like one of the better picks for like, if you want to win, I was never just like picked. I was always picked towards the end. Like anytime we pick teams for dodgeball, anytime we pick teams for like any like team thing that we did in any level of PE, I was never really picked first. The only time I ever really got picked first was when I was the captain and got to pick the other people. That was really the only time. And, you know, when everyone gets a chance to like, oh hey, I'm a team captain, I'm gonna pick all my friends to be on my team. And whenever I was captain, I always picked who would help me win. I always picked the best ones. Because, for one, I was very petty. And for two, I'm very competitive. And of course I want to win and prove a point. Like, I remember freshman year PE, whatever day it was, we were playing wiffle ball. And I got to be team captain, which is nice. And it's like, hey, I'm really good at like baseball and softball. Hello, I'm really good at softball. But like, no one ever picked me. But then I got to be team captain one day. And I picked all of the good people. I picked all the good people that day. And yes, we won. So, there you go. But that's just, you know, small town bullshit. So. goodness. Because it's one of those, if you're not popular, then you are not worth anything in a small town, which is stupid, but it's how it works. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Got the t-shirt. And when I say got the t-shirt, on no one really fucking cares, is I want to say junior year of softball. We all pitched in to get shirts for the team, and we got shirts for the team, and we all got our last names on it. And it's like, all right, cool. And whenever we did that, we filled out a thing, and we wrote down our last names on it. And so I wrote down my last name, you know, everything all peachy keen. And then when we all got our shirts, my last name was misspelled. And my maiden name, it was very commonly misspelled. It was very commonly misspelled, and it irritated me to no end. So, it bugged the crap out of me. No, give me. Cool. So yeah, the t-shirt that I got junior year softball, they misspelled my last name. And I told the coach about it, the one that, at least the one that handed me the shirt, the one that was in charge of it, and she was the JV coach. I'm sure if I went to the head coach, he would have got it taken care of. But the JV coach was the one in charge of all the shirts, and I went to her about it. And she said, "Oh crap, we'll get that taken care of." Never did. Never got taken care of. So all year junior year, I never wore the shirt that the team got because it did not have my last name on it, because I was that petty. I was not going to wear a shirt that had my last name misspelled. Why would I do that? That is absolutely ridiculous. That is insane. Why? I don't understand. I really do think it's something with the Pro Controller. Because it's like, I am going 100% circle on it. Like, I'm not cutting corners, I'm just going circle. And it's like, nope, you're not doing a circle. Oh, well, it's fine, I don't care. I don't care. It's fine. But yeah, luckily, the next year, by my senior year, I got a t-shirt that had my last name spelled correctly on it. I think they made damn sure it was spelled correctly. And also that was at the time where my dad got really sick, and I wasn't sure what was going on. So I remember talking to the coaches, because like I was essentially home alone, fending for myself. While my parents were at the hospital in a town a ways away. So I remember going to my coaches and it's like, hey, I don't know, like, financial situation. I don't know if I can pay for this. It was like 40 or 50 bucks at the time, and getting our last names on it for everyone's shirts. And I remember they said, don't worry about it. Like, we'll take care of it. And they did! They did take care of it, and I was so happy. Because it's like, hey, my dad is sick. Oh, I only have $24. $24? 24 coins! I mean, $24 would have been accurate before cashing that $50 check. I literally had $24 cash in my wallet. Finish! But yeah, you know, good things happen to good people. Sometimes the karmic process is a little bit slow, But you gotta trust the process. You gotta trust the process. Yeah, that's why. And it's like, I'm not gonna like give too much away, but it's like I went from a commonly misspelled and mispronounced last name to a commonly misspelled and mispronounced last name. So, so that's just, you know, life. People with easy to pronounce last names. I remember I made some kind of social media post in relation to like going from a commonly mispronounced last name to a commonly mispronounced last name, and there was a family member that was like super uppity about it. And it's like, I didn't think your new last name was hard to pronounce. It's like, well, you're not everyone. You're not everyone, bruh. Hello, Sam. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Oh, so it works here, but not for tug-of-war? Oh, come on. Hold on. I need to... I really feel like the controller itself is very slick. Or maybe I'm going too fast, too furious. Yeah, this is exactly what I did for tug-of-war, and it's like, lol, no. But I did it. I've been doing good. I am doing good. I was thinking about earlier, like, this is kind of the calm before the storm for summertime, because kids are out of school, but we got summer ball to worry about. We've got summer ball. So, because I think Allie's first softball game is on Wednesday, and then Riley's first game is on Thursday. So, and then Riley essentially plays every Tuesday and Thursday except for the last week of June. So I think that's how their schedule fell. And then Allie's schedule's a little bit more sporadic. She plays 6 games. You know, it's kind of like the same setup. But I will trust, I guess. I don't know, that might be a mistake. Okay. Pretty warm, temperature rising, but all is well. Awesome. Yesterday was colder and raining. Today, I think more rain. I saw on the weather about like storms and stuff today. Ah! Ah! And just a paddle battle. Hello, Roxas. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Huh. So yeah, June is going to be very busy. I know Allie's first game is Wednesday the 3rd. And I think the week after that she has 2 games. And the week after that she has 1. And then the week after that she has 1. And then another one she has 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. So she's got, more often than not, 1 game a week. And she has 2 away games. Well, 3 away games. One of those games is another team from the same town. And her team is listed as the away team. Ow. Sorry, I heard a sound, and I wasn't sure where it came from. I was not sure what happened. So that's interesting. Might get lots of rain soon. Yeah, we've really needed the rain and the moisture. The rain started last Friday because it rained last Thursday evening. It rained the night before. It rained the night before we left to go on our trip to Kansas City. So, and it rained when we got back, and it's been kind of raining on and off last few days, so it's been nice. It has been nice. And of course, anytime oh no, we're good. Oh, I think Luigi hit the, thank you, Luigi. Yes, please. Green team. Woo! Yeah, so Allie has 3 home games, 3 away games, and one of them is technically in town because they're just playing another team from our town. Because there's 4 teams from our town. Wonderful. There's 4 teams from our town, and there's other towns too. I think one other city has more than 1 team, but yeah, at least the 2 away games, not necessarily close, well, kinda. One of them's on Allie's birthday. She does have a game on her birthday, and it's one of the away games, so. I have enough money to pre-order Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Nice. Nice, 75% off? Yo, that's crazy. That is absolutely wild. It is still kind of wild to me that Final Fantasy Remake and Rebirth are Switch 2. That's crazy to me. That's been crazy to me. So, but yeah, I did play Remake on stream 2 years ago, back in January. Yeah, because the original plan... I had a plan. I had it all planned out for a little bit. The original plan, because I started it in January. I started Remake in January. Yeah, the original plan was to play Remake leading up to the release of Rebirth, and then at some point after my husband finished Rebirth, I would have played Rebirth at that time. But things happened, and Rebirth leaves a sour taste in my mouth, for reasons I have told over and over and over again. Because it's so funny. It's like, my train of thought's like so weird, because like, the correlation is, I like to think I exist because of baseball pants. And I like to think my friendship ended because of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Weird correlations, I know, but like, trust the process. Because the whole friendship ending, because I was streaming one day and said something about the number of chapters in a game. I said, yeah, Rebirth has 14 chapters in the game, and someone who I thought was my friend jumped my case and said, OMG, spoilers! And when I tried to defend myself, they're like, and I said, no, it isn't, and they said, OMG, yes, it is, and I tried, you know, defending myself and asking him questions, but they didn't talk to me. I bet you the only reason they talked to me was because the next day my husband wrecked his truck. But yeah, I think that was the first domino that fell in like the real like reflection of said friendship. So, and it really ended because I said something in a stream that they didn't like, and they felt the need to block me and ban me, so whatever. But then the whole baseball pants thing. Do some house cleaning? No worries. Thank you for stopping in. No worries. Get your stuff done. Ugh. Get your stuff done. Be productive. Yeah, on the whole baseball pants thing, my parents met on a co-ed softball team, and my dad played shortstop, and my mom played outfield, like right behind him in left center, and my dad bent over to pick up a ground ball, and the rest was history. So, yeah, I like to think I exist because baseball pants. I was right. Well, thank you. Well, thank you. But yeah, there's the correlation there. Yeah, it's like I exist because baseball pants. My friendship ended because Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And kind of at that time, like shortly after that, my husband was playing the game, and he got to the final boss. And he got to the final boss. There's like 6 phases to that boss fight, and he died on the second to last phase. And it was 9 p.m. at night. And it was 9 p.m. He had to get up early for work the next morning. And he just never got back to it. He couldn't just retry that boss fight because it was a 6th phase boss fight. So he was going to be there for a while, and it was already like 9 to 9:30, and he needed to get up at 1 a.m. So he had to put it down. I think he tried it one time, maybe a few weeks after that, but then he just never got back to it. So I have never seen the ending to Rebirth. I have never seen it. So, and it's like, I kind of half-ass know big plot points of Final Fantasy VII. I still don't know the whole overarching story. I still don't know. But, yeah, I've never seen the ending to Rebirth, and because of the friendship ending from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I don't even know if I ever will. I don't know if I ever will. So, hello, DA. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. A Five Below store? Nice. Nice. I've only ever shopped there a few times. They've got a wide range of stuff. They got a wide range of stuff. But yeah. So, yeah, the original plan was to play 7 Remake, so it's kind of fresh, and then a little bit after, given Vegito enough time to beat the game, that I would play Rebirth. In the same year, I played Remake, but nope, that did not happen. Because somebody thought it was a good idea to jump my case over a quote-unquote spoiler. That was not actually a spoiler. I'm doing great, awesome. I'm also doing pretty good. So, yeah, also, pro tip to just, like, it's one of them, like, psychology things, anytime that we would feel disappointed in someone is because they did something that we wouldn't do. You know, it's like you expect you from other people. Oh, come on. It's like, I had been disappointed so many times. I was explaining this to my husband one day. Because, like, I'm not used to people remembering little details. about things. Like, I'm so used to it. So it really amazes me when people remember little things that I have said from way back. It really amazes me because it's like, I remember little things. I pay attention to this stuff. And it's like, in my mind, it's like, I do this. Why can't you do this? So it's like, I consider things a spoiler, so I wouldn't say that to spoil someone else. But in my mind, it's like, oh, number of chapters in a game isn't a spoiler. So I'm usually free to say that. And some people are like, no, that's totally a spoiler. How's pasta? Pasta is good. Pasta is good. I was like, I don't have to deal with it anymore, really. So it's just something that I look back on. It's one of them like learning lessons or lessons learned. And what's also kind of funny is like, you know, digging into the depths of my mind, because like my memory is either really, really good or really, really bad. Like I can remember an embarrassing thing I said in like 4th grade, but I have trouble remembering number combinations. Like it took me years to memorize my social security number and my phone number. At least my a phone number that I had in like college. Because I changed my number when I got a new phone when I was added to my husband's phone plan when we got married. So I only, like right when I finally memorized it, right when I finally memorized my old phone number, I got a new one. So, but yeah, digging into the depths of my mind, when this person jumped my case over OMG spoilers when I just said the number of chapters in a game, and I remember, because like we hardly popped into each other's streams since then, because that was during an event that they were hosting. And so, finished out the event, and pretty much like right after the event, never really talked to them very much right after that. It's one of those you kind of just split apart in a ways. And so like, I don't know if they popped into my stream here and there. But I popped into their stream here and there, and it's like, it's one of those, I would pop in for like maybe 5 minutes, just lurking, never said anything, I just popped in to lurk, and it felt weird. It's one of those things that like, the intuition, the red flags were waving like crazy, but it's like, something's not quite right, so I'd pop in for like 5 minutes and dip just to be like, okay, they're doing okay. You know, my conscience can rest. I remember on one of those little 5-minute pop-ins, they were talking about Rebirth. But they also freely talked about what chapter of the game they were in. I want to say they were on chapter 13. Specifically out of 14, and they mentioned, yeah, chapter 13, something, end of the game or something. I don't quite remember. But also that was kind of shortly after they jumped my case for number of chapters being a spoiler, and it's like, so you jump my case over the number of chapters in a game over a spoiler, but you freely talk about it on your stream. Oh, shit. So it's just, you know, it's hypocrisy? Maybe? I don't know. It's one of those, like, I don't, like, dwell on it, but, like, sometimes the thought goes in and out. It's like, you know what, man, that was kind of shitty. And then a few months after that was when I said something on my stream that set them off. It's one of those, I have an idea, maybe, about what I said, but I still don't really know for sure what I said exactly on that day that set them off. Because they had the nerve to message my husband about it and kind of half-ass explain to him what happened. And one of the things that they said to my husband, because they messaged him on Twitch saying, sorry we had to block you too. Or like, with everything Tessa has done, we had to block you too and we're sorry. But then he was like, whoa, what the heck? And he found them through another platform that he wasn't blocked on, just to see if he can find some information, like figure out like what exactly happened. And he asked, you know, politely, because he was, you know, pissed. But he asked politely, and then they responded like, oh my god, you're so nice about it. That pissed me off. But also, I don't remember word for word. It was something about like, oh, I saw Tessa was playing Mario 64, so I popped in to see what she was up to, where she was in the game, whatever. But then she started talking about me without mentioning my name. And she delegitimatized everything I said to my audience. And with everything else she has done, we just couldn't take it anymore. And it's like, what are you talking about? I literally had no idea. I never said anything, honestly. It's one of those like, yeah, of course I didn't say your name because I wasn't talking about you? So it was just one of those like weird things where it was one of those if the shoe fits, and they were apparently Cinderella. So, but also there were plenty of times where I popped into their stream and it felt like they were talking about me, but I couldn't prove it. But it's one of those like the shoe fit, but I wasn't gonna jump her case about it. You know, I wasn't gonna jump their case about it. So it's one of those where you feel disappointed because you expect you out of other people. But that can be, you know, one of those like unhealthy things because you expect you out of other people. And that, you know, can go both ways. It's like when you expect people to be nice because you would be nice, it goes both ways because someone can jump your case because they expect you out of other people. Because like they would be the one to do the underhanded tactics. So they expect you to do underhanded tactics and call you out on it. So it's, you know, it's again, that's kind of a flaw, a human flaw, is we expect us out of other people when that isn't necessarily the case. And again, it goes either which way direction. So, yeah. Psychology. It's fun. And not fun at the same time, because the human mind is an insane thing to dive into, honestly. So, yeah, but I'm really glad I don't have friends like that anymore. And it's probably one of those I needed to learn that lesson because I have been burned by friends like that in the past several times. And that was probably like the final straw. And like that is what led to, you know, my current friends now. So, you know, like when one door closes, another one opens type thing. It sounds cheesy, but it's true. So, but yeah, I don't have to deal with it anymore. And I know my worth. And I'm trying to get better at saying, hey, you know, bringing up something that bothers me, or like, hey, you know, I'm sorry if this, and this, because there was one time where I thought I overstepped on someone's boundaries, and I'm like, hey, if this, you know, seemingly crossed a line, I'm so sorry, because like, I do that a lot, but sometimes it's like, ugh, that's why I'm very careful. But I'm trying to get better at like actually like communicating. So, but yeah, I saw, switching gears, DK64. I learned about this from a text message my husband sent me because he had to stay out for work. And I was just chilling last night and I get a text message from him saying, so I saw a tweet. And I'm like, oh? And then, hold on, I can probably find the exact text message thread. Because it really is a funny little thread. So, but yeah, so he says, so I just saw a tweet, and I said, oh? And he says, DK64. And then I said, what? Like, W-U-T what? And then he says NSO. He follows that up with NSO. And at that point, when he says DK64, I'm hopping over to Twitter because I'm like, what? And the first tweet I see is DK64 for the Nintendo Online. And then after he says NSO, I'm like, all caps, what? Yo! And he says, yes. And then I said, hype. And I follow that up with, one step closer to Diddy Kong Racing. Diddy Kong Racing is still my sleeper pick for the Switch Online. So, we have Banjo-Kazooie, we have Banjo-Tooie, we have GoldenEye. Now we're gonna have DK64. So what is stopping them from Diddy Kong Racing? It's still my sleeper pick. I want it so bad. You can tell where my priorities are. Diddy Kong Racing! But I've heard things about DK64. I only really know DK64 from the DK rap. DK. Donkey Kong. So, I've also heard it is an absolute bitch to 100%. That is what I've heard. It is an absolute bitch to 100%. So, I know when I played Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie, I ended up getting everything. I ended up 100%ing to the best of my ability. But with DK64, absolutely not. I will not be doing that. I don't care. But like, it does give another option for games to play. That'd be a Wednesday, Friday game easy. So, but right now we're playing Pokemon Leaf Green, which I haven't touched in like over 2 weeks. Just because the way the chips fell on the schedules and everything. So. But I feel like Fire Red Leaf Green shouldn't take too terribly long. But also, who knows if I really want to play. Yeah, that's it right there. So yeah, I know a lot of people are excited for DK64. And I'm also excited at the prospect of Diddy Kong Racing, because that's been my sleeper pick since they released the N64 stuff from the beginning. So I am extremely hyped. I am extremely hyped for a potential of Diddy Kong Racing. I've also seen, apparently, some time ago, I think, when they were, I think someone said it was the Switch 2 Direct. It was something, and they were showing off something about the 64 online stuff. And apparently they had shown off 4 games that weren't on NSO at the time. And one of them was Rayman 2, and I think that got added since then. Another one was Donkey Kong 64. And then the other 2 were Glover and Super Smash Bros. So, so those could be coming out. And, you know, I kind of love the fact that Nintendo just, like, shadow drops shit. I think it's so funny. Like, would a grandiose announcement be awesome? Sure. But I think it's infinitely funnier for them to just shadow drop something. I usually have nothing going on in my day anyway, and I'm usually just, like, doom scroll all the time. TikTok or Twitter. So it's like I'm on Twitter fairly often. Do I really do anything? No, not really. I don't know. And boop, there we go. So, it's like if they just shadow drop something, I'm more than likely going to see it fairly soon after they do it. Like, they randomly shadow dropped Origami King years ago, back in 2020. They also randomly shadow dropped X Definitive Edition sometime in like September of 24. Because Definitive Edition came out last year. It came out in March 20th, I think, of 25. And I had a lot of fun with Xenoblade X. I had a lot of fun with it. More fun than I ever thought I was going to have, honestly. But I liked it. I liked it a lot. Bicep Brigade! Oh man, I do miss the Bicep Brigade sometimes. I do miss it. What turn are we on? 25. Okay, so after this we'll be halfway. So we'll probably take a break after, because I can, well, for one, my eye is bothering me, and for 2, I can probably get up and stretch. And get some snackies for me and the kiddos. So, but yeah, I do think it's really funny that Nintendo just shadow drops stuff. It's so funny. It's so funny when they do. And I really do think it's just infinitely funnier. I think there's supposed to be a direct coming up in the month of June. I'd seen something float around about that, but I'm not entirely certain. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I've just seen rumors and some statements here and there about it. So, don't take what I say to heart. Because who knows if what I say is true or not, you know? Ooh, I get to be the pipe maze person this time. Really sucks that my eyes are bothering me right now. That's crazy. Okay, let's focus. I think I got it wrong. Yeah. I went backwards. I went backwards. Dang it, it's fine. It is perfectly fine. It went to Luigi, that's all that matters, honestly. Alright. Okay, we're halfway there officially. The halftime show. There's no show, it's just whatever music is playing. I don't remember what's next on this list. It's fine, but we're gonna take a break. We're going to get up, stretch, go to the bathroom, grab a snack, do whatever it is you need to do, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, we are back. We are back. Let's get back into it. Alright, so, yeah, what, the last thing we talked about was, like, Nintendo shadow dropping stuff? Which, again, I think is just infinitely funnier in the long run, just to see, oh, hey, that's neat! Instead of, like, being prepared for, like, a big announcement only to be disappointed, because that's how Nintendo fans are. Honestly, with, like, literally anything fandom-esque, nobody hates the thing more than the fans of said thing. Like, nobody hates Pokemon more than Pokemon fans. Nobody hates Nintendo more than Nintendo fans. You know? And it's like, it's annoying at times. It's like, dude, if you hate on something so much, why? It's like, I understand being, like, critical of something you love. Being critical of something you love is not the same as just blatantly hating on something. Because, like, oh, Gen 1ers, you know, for Pokemon, get, you know, make other Pokemon fans, give other Pokemon fans a bad rap. Cool. So yeah, like a lot of like, oh, the Gen 1ers. Oh, what was it that I made the comparison to? I was talking with Vegeta one night, and I asked him a question about comparing a specific group to Gen 1ers. Oh, I don't remember what it was. Oh, I'm just trying to remember. I don't remember it. Oh, we were watching something. I really do not remember what it was. That makes me really sad because I don't remember. Because like Gen 1ers are like the crybabies. They're like, oh, new Pokemon are so unoriginal. But when you look back at the original 151, a lot of them are really not that original. Like, Pidgeotto, just a fucking bird. Or Pidgeot, or I can never remember the middle and second. I can never remember him. Like, they're just birds. They're just birds. Magikarp's just a fucking fish. Meowth's just a cat. Pikachu's just an electric mouse. Like, for real, like. Like, dude. Yeah, a lot of Gen 1 Pokemon, a lot of early Pokemon were so unoriginal. And I mean, don't get me wrong, there are cool Pokemon from the first gen. I say as I'm playing Leaf Green, I'm going through Kanto. But yeah, there's just some Pokemon that are like, people give so much flack for recent Pokemon, and it's like, what even is Pokemon? Pokemon can be literally anything. There was this tweet circling around a couple weeks ago, and it's like, it had to have been rage bait. It had to have been, because the tweet was in relation saying like, man, these newer Pokemon are really stupid or something. I don't know if that was the exact words, but it's like, man, these newer Pokemon are so lame. And they showed they had a picture of 6 Pokemon. And 9. They had 9 Pokemon in a picture. And they're like, man, these newer designs are so lame. And, obviously one of them was Trubbish, because Trubbish gets a lot of crap. And, like, Trubbish is actually kind of neat. A little trash bag Pokemon. Sentient trash, I mean, come on, that's neat. I mean, hey, I love Gen 5. I'm a Unova person. Gen 5 is my favorite, so I will defend it till the day I die. But I also understand, Basculin's just a fucking fish. Anyway, there are a lot of Pokemon that are just a fucking fish. Anywho. Yeah, they had Trubbish, which Black and White came out in 2011. 15 years ago. In Generation 5 out of 9. So if you're going to talk shit about, oh, newer Pokemon designs, pick newer Pokemon to shit on. Don't pick something from 15 years ago to try and fuel your argument. It's not gonna work. They had Trubbish, they had Vanillite. I can't remember if Scraggy was on there. I feel like it was. They also had some Gen 7, 8 Pokemon. Here's what really got me. You know, like rage bait, I was successfully rage baited with this one because one of those Pokemon on this bro's post was Ice Cube. Yeah, bro made a post saying these newer Pokemon designs are so lame, and one of them was Ice Cube, which is my favorite Pokemon of all time, and plus, it's a penguin with a fucking ice block on its head. Like, it's awesome! I love Ice Cube, he's my ice boy. Why? It doesn't work for the regular ones. Is it the way I'm holding? But like, I'm doing everything the same. Beat 'em up. Yeah! Hello, Del Toro. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Because I don't remember everything. Let me see if I can find the post. The rage bait post. Because, like, bro was, like, legit rage baiting. And, like, bro doubled down, too. It got community noted, too. I do remember that. It got community noted, because everyone was saying, yeah, like, a lot of these Pokemon came out in 2011. So... I can't find it right now. I also like a lot of stuff, so it might be a while before I find it by digging. Because I do like a lot of stuff on Twitter. Also, it takes a while to find your likes because I moved them. Here we go, I found it. Okay, so the 9 Pokemon that bro had on their post, also the original post, oh, here it is. Yeah, here's the post. Should Pokemon slow down the rate of new Pokemon releases? Many new Pokemon look terrible. And the Pokemon included on this list, he had a picture of 9 Pokemon. Goldengo, Greedent, Crabominable, Bruxish, Garbodor, it was Garbodor actually, Vanillite, Klefki, Lampent, and Ice-Cube. 3 of those Pokemon came out in 2011. Klefki came out in 2013. The Huma Huma Nuku Nuku Apua and Crabominable came out in 2016 with Sun and Moon. Sword and Shield came out in 2019, and Scarlet and Violet came out in 2022. And we're not gonna get Winds and Waves until next year. So we're going from 2022 to 2027, which is one of the longest gaps between generations we've had in a long time. Maybe, if ever. Because I don't know when Diamond and Pearl came out. Somewhere between 2003 and 2011. So, yeah. It's like people are so dumb. But also the Pokemon they picked for it. Like, you pick a Pokemon made out of literal gold. You pick a hungry squirrel, which I love Greedent. Greedent's cute. It's a cute little guy. Crabominable, which is a giant fucking abominable crab. Crabominable. You're just mad because you can't say its name, bruh. Bruxish, yes, it is an ugly fish, but it's based off of the Hawaii state fish, the Huma Huma Nuku Nuku Wapua'a. Am I saying Huma Huma Nuku Nuku Wapua'a just because I like saying Huma Huma Nuku Nuku Wapua'a? Yes, you're darn tootin' I like saying Huma Huma Nuku Nuku Wapua'a. It's so fun to say. But yes, it's an actual fish. The Hawaii state fish is the Huma Huma Nuku Nuku Wapua'a. I don't tell lies. I'm a terrible liar, so you just gotta believe me. And also, everyone just loves to shit on Trubbish and Garbodor because that's just an easy target. It's like, bro, if your only resource for bad Pokemon designs is Trubbish and Garbodor, then, your argument is invalid. It's my opinion. And also, the whole Vanillite line, they aren't really ice cream. That's just a guise. It's just a ruse. Because they're really just kind of like ice rocks. They're not real ice cream. So it really bugs me when people just shit on Pokemon designs without any real explanation. And they just like when a lot of people call them out over like, yeah, 3 of these Pokemon came out in 2011. Bro doubled down, so I think it was like a rage bait. It really felt like a rage bait. Especially Ice Q. No one hurts my Ice Boy. No one insults my Ice Boy. Ice Q is fantastic. He is my favorite Pokemon of all time. But also, yeah, it was just like such low-hanging fruit. It bugs me so bad. It's like, what do you mean Pokemon needs to slow down the rate of new Pokemon when we haven't had a new generation since 2022? And the next Pokemon game won't come out till 27. Which, when that was announced, I was fully expecting a holiday season this year. Which, 4 years is still a pretty good gap between Pokemon generations, honestly. But also, what makes a Pokemon? What is a Pokemon exactly? Pokemon can be anything. Why are we having the Pokemon police over what is a Pokemon? Like, do you work for Game Freak? No, you don't. So shut up. Shut up and let Pokemon make someone's favorite Pokemon. Because, like, yes, well, some Pokemon are definitely more popular than... Excuse me. Well, yes, some Pokemon are more popular than others. Every Pokemon is someone's favorite. Anyone behind me? No one's really behind me, so, yeah. So, yeah, every Pokemon is someone's favorite. You know, some more popular than others. But every Pokemon is someone's favorite. There's 1,025. Every Pokemon is bound to be someone's favorite. Even the Huma Huma Nuku Nuku Wapua'a that is Bruxish. I'm sure that is someone's favorite. So, even Pokemon you may not think about, like Veluza. Veluza! So, yeah, it's awful when people just like slander something just to slander something, but also it goes into the point where nobody hates Pokemon more than Pokemon fans. Nobody hates wrestling more than wrestling fans. Nobody hates Nintendo more than Nintendo fans. Like, it's like, why do you call yourself a fan if you're just blatantly hating on something that's not how you want it carefully curated? Like, it's okay to not enjoy one thing out of something you love. It's perfectly okay to do that. It's okay to be critical of something you love and still love it. It's not okay to just blatantly hate on it and claim you're a fan. That's the part that gets me. Like, yeah, I would consider myself a Nintendo fan. I grew up on Nintendo. I played Nintendo games growing up. I would say 90% of the games I play are Nintendo. I say as I finished playing Final Fantasy 16, which is on PlayStation. Okay, Tesla, Nintendo? No way. I know, crazy, right? So I would consider myself a Nintendo fan. I don't have to like every little thing Nintendo puts out. I know, shocker, right? I don't have to like every little thing. There are specific franchises that I like and I don't like, or I'm just not familiar with. Like, again, like Mario and Metroid. Both Nintendo, but two completely different franchises. I'm not very familiar with the Metroid franchise. I've seen the games played. I have never played a Metroid game myself. You know, even like Kirby and Zelda, they're two completely different franchises. I like both of them. I like one more than the other, you know? But I can also be critical. And right now I'm a little bit critical towards the Zelda franchise. And I really hope, because there are rumors of a Nintendo Direct in June. I'd seen rumors and reports possibly of one in June. My hope is this year is Zelda's 40th. It's also Metroid's 40th. We haven't heard anything, not a word out of Nintendo for Zelda's or Metroid's 40th. I mean, we got Metroid Prime 4 December last year. So they got a brand new game. But Zelda. No news on Zelda. I'm a little sad. I'm a little miffed. And for me personally, I don't like the formula they went with for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, even though Tears of the Kingdom did it better. Because Breath of the Wild was extremely boring. Because here's my testament. Because usually whenever we pick up a game that both me and Vegeta want to play, he will play it first. Because his stance is if he watches me play it on stream, he won't want to do it himself if we both want to play a game. So that's why he usually plays it first. And that way I watch him play, so for one, I know if it's worthwhile for me to play. And for two, if I do stream it, I can combat spoilers and backseating. So that's usually the formula we go with. So when he played Breath of the Wild, because it was, he won it in the, I talked about them earlier, the ex-streamer friend that I had, that the friendship ended because of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. They're big Breath of the Wild glazers. They are big Breath of the Wild glazers. And I understand the sentiment of them liking Breath of the Wild. I totally get it. Like, for lack of a better term, it was a breath of fresh air in the stagnant Zelda series. You know, Zelda had been... It started off open world. You know, the original Zelda was open world. I think Zelda 2 was fairly open world. And then, you know, it became kind of linear in a way. Became kind of linear in a way. Come here. Yeah, it became kind of linear in a way. And then it kind of developed a standard Zelda formula of, you know, overworld exploration, dungeon, exploration, dungeon. You know, it became formulaic and people liked the formula. And then it started getting stale, which, you know, understandable. So they shifted to where the trend was leaning towards open world games. A lot of people were really liking open world at the time. So they went with open world. And people that liked it, liked it. People that didn't, didn't. It became divisive. And it was a breath of fresh air in the Zelda formula, but also it became divisive at the same time, because the people that really, really liked the formulaic Zeldas of, like, you know, exploration dungeon, you know, the linearness of Zelda, didn't like Breath of the Wild, but people that like open world games liked Breath of the Wild. So, but yeah, my husband won Breath of the Wild in a giveaway this ex-streamer friend was having, and they bought Breath of the Wild for us. Which, I mean, can't complain, we got it for free. So, but he played it, and as I was watching him play it, I was so bored. There were some good, like, shrine puzzles. There were some really good ones, but, like, a lot of it, I was so bored. I was so bored watching him play. I was way more engaged watching him play Tears of the Kingdom, because we got that, like, on launch or a few days after. So, hello, Laura. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. It is me. Hello. But yeah, we got Tears of the Kingdom, and, I was way more engaged watching him play Tears of the Kingdom than I was Breath of the Wild, honestly. Tears of the Kingdom, I know people love to shit on it because, oh, it's just glorified DLC. No, it has its own story, and it was a pretty damn good story. One of the better Zelda stories. It just kind of, and, you can make it as open world or as linear as you want it to be. Because, it did a really good job of, like, hey, here's some story markers you can go do. It will always be here for you. So whenever you need to just go. And there's, you know, lots of good story elements to it. I feel like Breath of the Wild didn't do a very good job of that. It just kind of dumped you in. And it's like, I like Zelda for the story. Like, I kind of flip-flop back and forth between Wind Waker and Twilight Princess as my favorite. Wind Waker has a special place in my heart because, it was my first Zelda. It was the first Zelda I ever played, first Zelda I ever beaten. Yeah, it holds a special place in my heart. And I have a lot of fun playing it. And Twilight Princess also holds a special place in my heart because, for one, it's my husband's favorite Zelda, and for two, when I streamed it a few years ago, I took notes. I went ham and took notes for Twilight Princess. I can reach over and grab my notebook. Flip to a page. Yeah, Twilight Princess notes. Lake bed. It's water. Minna's Lament, go to Zelda. Oh, I felt something weird. Posol, Sacred Grove, I wrote down the solution if I needed it. I wanted to do it on my own. And then, Bugs, more stuff, more Zelda notes, and these were taken October of 23, because I dated them. Yeah, Kakariko, donate for Hot Springs. Malomart. Let's see. What else? I had some really funny stuff. Just the lake bed. It's water. Probably go back. Yeah, here, Telma's Bar, escort mission. Good luck, you'll need it. Graveyard Zora Queen, you are fish. Underwater bombs, Goron bomb, third bomb bag, lake bed, woot. But yeah, this is how I note. This is how I take notes. And yes, this is how I took notes in school too. I mean, hey, studies show that you are more apt to actually retain the information you are learning from paper pencil notes. Mm-hmm. Yep. Studies show that that is absolutely true. And also, it's really fun to sit down and, like, write actual notes. It's really fun to do that. So, Twilight Princess has a special place in my heart, because, like, we have a bunch of player's guides for Twilight Princess, because my husband really loves Twilight Princess. A fun fact, if it wasn't for Xenoblade Chronicles, Twilight Princess would be my husband's favorite game of all time. He told me this the other day. But Xenoblade 1 is his favorite game of all time. So, a little fun fact for you. But yeah, going back to Breath of the Wild versus Tears of the Kingdom, I do think Tears of the Kingdom is the better game between those two. And if I were to pick up and play one of them, I would play Tears of the Kingdom over Breath of the Wild. But even then, I probably wouldn't want to play it. Because, sometimes it really depends on how engaging the game is. Because if I'm just like dumped in an open world with like no clear direction, I would have no incentive to do anything. But if you give me like a pathway, give me like, hey, you can do this, then I will go do it and then find something else, you know? I don't know if anything can top Blue's playthrough. I remember seeing a little bit of it. And I remember thinking it was really funny. There we go. Whew. I still laugh at all the clips of Tears of the Kingdom when she played. But yeah, and I also know nothing of Echoes of Wisdom. And I feel like it kind of says something when I don't hear people talk about it. And from all I know of it is it's kind of similar to Tears of the Kingdom in a way where you creative solutions to things. You know how like Tears of the Kingdom it's like Longbridge is the solution to everything? I think the solution to everything in Echoes of Wisdom is bed. You know, but like there's the creative solutions, you know, like, but I haven't heard anyone talk about it. So I know nothing about Echoes of Wisdom. Usually I would hear people talk about it, but no, I haven't. Like, I still hear people talk about Legend ZA, even though I kind of dropped my playthrough in the DLC. The DLC is fine. It's just a slog, and I don't think I could keep streaming it. So that's why I dropped it. It took a while. What did I play after that? I don't remember what I played after ZA. I do not remember. Because it was Wednesday, Friday. And it was a few months ago. I honestly do not remember what the heck I played. What did I even play? You know what? I can scrum through my YouTube and figure that one out. So I honest to God do not remember. Oh, it was Mario Tennis. It was Mario Tennis Fever. That's what it was. Yeah, that was a short little fun thing. It was really fun. I enjoyed the adventure mode of Mario Tennis. I touched it like one other time after I finished the adventure mode, and that was about it. But I think then after that, which is like, I don't know. And then I played Little League World Series. I played a bunch of like short stuff. And I did like N64 shenanigans. And played Pokemon Snap. It was really fun. Finish. It was really fun. My whole spiel was about Zelda. Sorry, my kids are arguing. I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be fine. Anyway. Yeah, I really do think, I think it's time for Zelda to kind of come back to the linearness of old. And here's my thing. There is nothing wrong with a game being linear. There is nothing wrong. And the whole trend of open world games is a lot of people are saying, oh, linear is bad. Linear automatically equals bad. But some of the best games ever made are linear as fuck. Like, my favorite game of all time, TTYD, it's fairly linear. And people still regard it as, like, the best Paper Mario. And, like, Xenoblade Chronicles, it is open to explore, but it's not, like, open world. It's not an open world where everything is open to you right away. It does it in chunks, where it's like, hey, this is your area for this chapter. You can explore it to your heart's content, or you can just bamf through the story. And so on and so on and so on. It does it at chunks at a time, where it doesn't feel overwhelming. So there's a big thing there where people are like, oh, Xenoblade's open world. Well, the only real true open world Xenoblade was Xenoblade X. Where like 95% of the map you can explore on foot. So, and yes, I did swim a long ways because I could explore it on foot to get materials to trade in for a tank top. Don't at me, bruh. I'll have a chance on this one. Okay. So, yeah, the only real true open world Xenoblade game is Xenoblade X. 1, 2, and 3, again, it does it in chunks. Where, you know, let's take Xenoblade 1 for example. Xenoblade 1, you're thrown into Colony 9. You can explore all of Colony 9 to your heart's content. Then you can make the story progress. Then story events happen. Then, like, more of Tephra Cave opens up. Cool, you can explore Tephra Cave. Then you get to Bionis Lake. And, Bionis Lake is very open. Just beware of Rotbart. I hear he's territorial. But yeah, Bionis Lake opens up a lot. And then you get to the next area. It opens up. Then the next area, it opens up. So, like, it does it at, like, chunks so it doesn't feel overwhelming. And that's kind of my take on it. Because Xenoblade is as open or as linear as you want it to be. Xenoblade feels like a slightly more open Dark Souls as far as map is concerned. I have never played Dark Souls, so... But, oh no, he took that from me, how dare. But yeah, and even like 2 and 3 are like that because it dumps you in an area. You can explore the area however you wish. You can either explore or go do story. And then until you get to the next area, explore or do story, you know. It's as open or as linear as you want it to be, which it feels like it's way easier to digest in like the open world aspect of it. Because for me personally, like true open world stuff is so intimidating for me. And if I didn't know about Xenoblade X and the fact that a lot of the charm is the exploration and the characters and the side quests, then I wouldn't have known what to do. Don't drop that dun-da-da. Ayy, don't drop that dun-da-da. A lot of tight small sections that you unlock as you progress the story bosses. Ah, gotcha. But yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense now that you explain it that way. That makes a lot of sense. But yeah, that's you know, I love Xenoblade. And like, yeah, like true open world stuff, like, you know, X, there is a story, but like a lot of the charm with X is in its characters, is in the side stories. You know, that's where a lot of the charm is. So, doing that and just kind of immersing myself in the world, it was really, really fun. And I had way more fun with it than I thought I was going to have. So, that one's kind of the exception, but like if you dump me into a true open world game, I wouldn't know what to do, and I couldn't figure it out. Like, Breath of the Wild, it just like dumps you. It's like, hey, you woke up from a 100-year nap, here you go, here's Hyrule. There you go. And it's like, what the fuck? Where Tears of the Kingdom, it had the beginning. It had the beginning portion with Link and Zelda exploring underneath Hyrule. And it developed into like, oh hey, here's the prologue. Link has like a bunch of hearts that, you know, get taken away from him, and he loses his armor and whatnot and everything. And then it has like a prologue opening area. And then it kind of like dumps you to the actual map, but then it gives you direction. That's the biggest thing with Tears of the Kingdom versus Breath of the Wild, is Tears of the Kingdom gives you direction. Breath of the Wild didn't. And if it did, it was not memorable whatsoever. Because once you get to like land in Tears of the Kingdom, it's like, hey, you need to go here and stop by and talk to some people. And from there, you get your big story markers and your directions on what you want to tackle first. And as you're exploring, you can, you know, tackle whatever side quests here, or, yeah, Yeah, you can tackle whatever side quest or whatever thing you come across, or some shrines and all that. So, but yeah, Tears of the Kingdom had a lot better direction, and I fucking cried. The memories, oh man. They're a lot easier to obtain than in Breath of the Wild, because like, it's like, what the fuck? Speaking of what the fuck, Luigi, I thought we were cool. I thought we were the green team. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. So yeah, that's just kind of my take. I'm not a fan of open world games, and for a while, like, everything became open world, and I was not a fan. I was not a fan. And the thing is, like, Breath of the Wild, people are so defensive about it. And also my biggest gripe, which is the most minuscule of minuscule gripes, but I am stupid picky about it. And I will forever be a petty bitch about it. I also refuse to play Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom because Link is right-handed for no reason. He's right-handed for literally no reason. They never explain it. He's always been a lefty. The only exceptions to Link being right-handed are the Wii version of Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword, because motion controls. Skyward Sword was built from the ground up with motion controls in mind, and majority of people in the world are right-handed. And the Wii version of Twilight Princess, their solution to it was to just flip the entire game. Link is the only right-handed person in a world full of lefties in the Wii version. Those are the only exceptions to that. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom had legitimately zero reason for Link to be right-handed. Now, I am right-handed myself, but I have left-handed children. My dad and one of my brothers was left-handed. So I notice these things. I notice lefties. I see you guys out there. Some people probably wouldn't notice any of you guys, but I see you. I've been so used to it all my life. Anytime I see, like, oh, hey, he's left-handed. Oh, hey, he's left-handed. That's really cool. You know, it's like a little, hey, you're left-handed. That's cool. Like, it's awesome. Lefties are really cool. So there's literally no reason. And I remember looking it up one day and seeing Anuma, I think it was Anuma, that said, the reason Link is right-handed in Breath of the Wild is because the buttons are on the right side of the controller. Think about that for a second. Because the buttons are on the right side of the controller, Link himself is right-handed. If that were really the case, Link would have been right-handed from the beginning. Like, if that were the case, Link would have been right-handed in the original NES version. He would have been right-handed in Link to the Past. He would have been right-handed in Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker. So the buttons being on the right side of the controller, I think, is just bullshit. I think it's bullshit, personally. And, I personally refuse to play as regular Link in Smash Ultimate because he is the Breath of the Wild Link. Did this bitch really do that? Oh no! Never mind. Hello, thank you, Peach. So, yeah, if there's anything I would give a 10-minute PowerPoint presentation on at the drop of a hat, is that Link should not be right-handed in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I feel stupidly, strongly passionate about it. Again, it's so stupid. It's a stupid thing to be so passionate about. But, like, Link shouldn't be... And, like, I've seen people theorize, like, oh, it's probably because he had, like, knight training. You know, was training to be a knight for Princess Zelda, and they all trained to be right-handed. Which, you know, is a clever excuse, but there's, like, no other evidence of Link being left-handed in either of those games. And it's like, okay, so if that's the case, where is the evidence of him being a lefty? Where is it? Because shouldn't he have some lefty tendencies if he was a lefty and only trained to be right-handed? And it's like you can learn something of the opposite hand, because I mentioned my dad was a lefty, and he taught his sister, my aunt, to shoot pool. And because my dad taught my aunt to shoot pool, my aunt shoots pool left-handed. She shoots pool left-handed. But my aunt's right-handed. Her dominant hand is her right hand, but she shoots pool left-handed because that's how she learned. So, like, there is a legitimate argument for that. They're like, oh, Link trained, you know, to be right-handed, to be right-handed for, you know, the knight training or whatever. But, like, there's no other, like, evidence. You don't see it elsewhere. Also, I feel like for shooting a bow and arrow, if he was left-handed, that's what he would do regardless of how he swung a sword. I feel like maybe I'm just crazy on that one. I'm not super familiar, but it's also a bit of I've seen gameplay. But that's just kind of my stance on it. Because, like, the bullshit excuse of, oh, the buttons are on the right side of the controller is so ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Because, like, if that was the excuse for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, then Link would have been right-handed from the beginning. So there had to have been some other stupid reason for it that they're not telling us. There had to have been. I do believe Link is left-handed in Echoes of Wisdom, because you see Link for a little bit, and he is left-handed there. So, yeah. So that's just, you know, my stance on this whole thing. I have ranted time and time again about Link being a lefty and not being a lefty. But yeah, I refuse to play as a regular base Link in Smash Ultimate because he is right-handed. I refuse. I absolutely will refuse. Oops. I'd rather play as Toon Link, honestly. I would personally rather play as Toon Link in Smash Ultimate than I would base Link. Even with, like, the traditional Zelda tunic in his, like, alternate costumes, I still wouldn't do it. I still wouldn't do it because he's right-handed. They should have made, like, a specific Breath of the Wild Link to be right-handed and then made the other Links left-handed. They really should have done that. But also, like, Twilight Princess Link is peak Link, honestly. And here you go. Twilight Princess Link is the hottest Link, and I will stand 10 toes down on that. Twilight Princess Link is the hottest Link. Don't at me. No argument. No, none. He is the hottest one. I stand by that. I stand by that. Hey, you don't get to do that to me. I don't say stuff like that very often, so ha! Ah! Oops. Can I have my money back? Thank you. No! I want my money back. Okay, fine. I'll do this then. But yeah, I honestly think, and honestly, here's my thing. I have nothing against this subset of people. And I say this in the most nicest way. I do not like the twinkification of Link in Breath of the Wild. There, I said it. I said it. You know how it was going on yesterday in the credits about how Clive is just a man? You know, he's a man, he stands up for what's right, he protects the ladies, he can be strong, he can be soft, he is a man. That's what I liked about Twilight Princess Link. Yeah, like, he's supposed to be, like, kind of an older teenager. But, like, Broza Ranchan, he's fucking strong. You also see him shirtless, and he's got the muscles. He's, you know, he's strong, but he's also very soft, too. You know, he has that duality. You know? Like, that's being a fucking man. We need to bring back more men in these games. Again, I have no qualms with this specific subset of people. No qualms whatsoever. But I'm really tired of the twinkification of established men. You know? Maybe it's just I'm not attracted to twinks. Maybe that's just it. And also that's okay. People are attracted to what they're attracted to. You know? But it's like, Link was an established character. You know, he just feels too twinkified for Breath of the Wild. Like, I understand he was asleep for 100 years. He's probably stiff. You know? Standard last 5 turns procedures, all red and blue spaces are double new pass by Koopa Troopa, you get 20 coins instead of 10. But yeah, I just don't like how Breath of the Wild Link got twinkified. Like, there were some funny moments with him dressed in the Gerudo outfit. There were some really funny moments. But like, going from Twilight Princess Link to Breath of the Wild Link is a fucking change. Because, honestly, Twilight Princess Link would easily beat up Breath of the Wild Link for lunch money. Easily. So, but yeah, that's just my take on that. Hello, Big Obama. Hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. I think this is how I held it. Oh no. I'm losing it. No! Dang it, it's always tug of war. Are you Luigi? No, I am Yoshi. Finish! I am Yoshi. I've been struggling with some of the control stick rotation games. I don't know if it's the controller itself or if it is 50! Holy fuck. Like, sometimes I've gotten it to work and sometimes I have not. Well, there goes my bunny. Yoshi's Peak. We love Yoshi around here. Yoshi and Daisy are like my top 2 characters I tend to play as. So. But yeah, that's... yeah, my sentiment about Link. Twilight Princess Link is the hottest Link. I have heard people say like, oh, Breath of the Wild Link, he's so hot. No. It's because you're a baby. This is how I feel about when people say in K-pop, oh my god, my bias is so hot! And I look at them and they're just a twig. It's like, excuse me, give me a man. Give me a fucking man. It's probably why I like Changbean a lot, because he, when he debuted, he was skinny. Like, seeing, like, videos and pictures of, like, debut era Changbean of Stray Kids, it's like a jump scare almost, because he bulked up, but also it's like, he must be real strong. He probably gives really good hugs, honestly. But, like, that dude's a man. Like, that's a man. That's what I want. I want a fucking man, not a twink. I'm just not attracted to twinks. Alright, green team in the green boat. Let's go. Loki, I have no idea what you're talking about, but appears to be K-pop. Yeah, big K-pop fan. Just kind of, in the same vein of, like, the differences between, like, Twilight Princess Link and, Breath of the Wild Link. Because for me personally, Breath of the Wild Link is too skinny. He's too skinny and too lean. Not sleeper build lean, but, like, you know, going from, like, Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword Link to Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is like a jump scare almost. Oh, that one. So, but just a comparison of like, oh, Stray Kids debut era, Changbin's like super skinny. He's like super skinny and real thin. And then, was it kind of, I think it was like God's Menu era, COVID. He kind of started bulking up, and it's like, yeah, all right, I see you, Changbin. Also, Changbin's my bias in Stray Kids, so I can hype him up. Yeah, Buff Bandit Twig, yeah, that's like, and like, yeah, Twilight Princess is my favorite Link. He is the hottest Link. I don't care. I don't care. Del Toro was spraying me. But hey, I don't say stuff like this very often. So. And also, it helps that my husband kind of looks like Link. Like, he could cosplay Link perfectly fine. The only thing that's missing is he's not left-handed. But he can easily cosplay as Link. He's got the blonde hair, the blue eyes, he's strong. You know? So, he is also like 6'3". 6 feet tall and super strong. But he's over 6 feet tall. He is 6'3". He is a foot taller than me. Which, it's so weird because I'm so used to his height. But he's like super tall. So whenever I see like an average height man, I'm like, you're small. But, no, it's just my husband is just tall. He's a tall guy. If I ever need someone to reach real high. And also, his parents, his dad definitely shrank, because I think he's around 6 foot now, or shorter than that. He used to be about 6 foot, a little over. And his mom is also real tall, too. I think his mom is like 5'10". Like, his mom is tall. So, a few weeks ago, or a couple weeks ago, we did like a little cookout thing for my oldest and his niece because they both like quote unquote graduated or going into middle school, so we did like a little celebration for them, and I was helping out in the kitchen, and I asked like, hey, just to like put, because I was helping like get lettuce out and stuff, and I was like, hey, you know, she's like, yeah, grab a freezer bag from the top shelf and just go ahead and put it in there. And the top shelf to their kitchen, I had to be on my very tippy toes to reach it. And my mother-in-law was like, oh, I guess that's a little tall for you, huh? It's like, yeah, just a little bit. Cause yeah, I am 5'3". I am small. I am small. I'm a small human. My mom is about 5'3", 5'4"-ish. My sister is about 5'3". I am 5'3". My dad was about 5'10", 5'11". My brother is about 5'11", 6 foot. There was one time, my brother, my baseball brother, was measured at 6'2", because his coach was like 5'8" and was a lot shorter than a lot of the players. So whenever he would measure everyone's height, it was always at an angle. So everyone had like 2 inches added to their height. So my brother was listed as 6'2" in the programs all season long. And it's like, you ain't that tall, my guy. You're like 6 foot on a good day. It's really funny. Short. I am short. Why was my exam easier than my midterm? Probably because you have the knowledge. You know more now. So you know what to expect. Because I'm only 5'8". Have you considered just being taller? You know, I have considered that. I'm not afraid of wearing heels. I just don't have the option. I don't have the opportunity to wear heels. Because, like, being a woman and have it... I mean, really, anyone can wear high heels. I want to say high heels were invented for men originally. I think butchers wore them. I think. Don't quote me on that. I'm just trying to remember things. But I do have some heels that I have worn that are like at least 3-inch heels. So if I ever put those heels on, I could be 5'6". But yeah, that's my solution to like, oh, just be taller. It's like, well, I have heels. But I also don't really... It's not that I don't like wearing them, it's just not really my style. I'm more of a Converse girl. I am more of a Converse girl. 5'8" is average in my country, so I'm fine. Yeah. Yeah, during medieval times. Yeah. Still be taller than me. Yep. 100%. Blue. Light blue. Oh no, I don't have any mods here! Because Blue isn't here. She's probably busy with something. Because she was showing me a project she was working on. And then she also mentioned something about writing. Oh no! I can fix this actually. I can pause the game. I have the power. Boop! Goodbye, AI viewers! I don't need AI viewers. I have you guys. Yeah, take that, bot. You made me pause my minigame just to get rid of you. LOL. Take that, Mario. But I always get bots whenever Blue isn't here. I always get bots when she isn't here. They always know. They know when she's not here. They just know. Alright. Sorry, Luigi! Is he still squished? Woo! Worst name to have? What is the worst? I mean, there are a lot of names that are really, really bad. I heard this story one time of, this lady's coworker wanted to name her daughter, her baby girl, Chlamydia. Because it sounded pretty. I mean, if chlamydia wasn't clearly an STD, then maybe. But, nope, that's a bad name to name your child. That's like the one that comes to mind. Or anything with EIGH. Visiting my brother over the weekend, I mentioned something about Riley's name, and he's like, yeah, and you spelled it funky. It's like, at least I'm not a basic white bitch and spelled it with an EIGH. Because, I am not a basic white bitch. Also in the world of Jadens, Aidens, Bradens, Cadens. I have an Allie and a Riley. Because I can't tell you how many freaking kids in my girls' classes all are like Aidens, Jadens, Bradens, Cadens. You know, it's all over the place. It's insane. It's an epidemic. And then all the EIGHs, all the weird ass names. Ugh. I cringe at the Valentine making era. It doesn't really matter, it's the last turn. Because I think this last school year would have been the last year that Allie got to do one because she's going into middle school. But yeah, looking at her classmates' names, I'm like, this is a choice. This is a choice. And then, Riley's too. Yeah. But it's also one of those, age group things too, because I had Allie really young. I was 19. Like, a month before I turned 20 was when I had Allie. So, when it comes to Allie's age group, I am very young. I'm a baby compared to all the other moms in that age group. But when it comes to Riley, I'm like right at home. Yeah, I'm like right at home when it comes to Riley's age group because I was like 24. No, I was 25. Because the day I found out I was pregnant with Riley was the day before I turned 25. So I was mid-20s when I had Riley. So yeah, because Allie turns 11 in 2 weeks from Monday. That's crazy to think about, honestly. It makes me feel old. How many star goes to Luigi? Hooray! Also, I wanted to mention something today. And I also have time. I might pop into like the minigame stadium and just fiddle fart around more. Controller. Because I looked through it yesterday because it was bugging me. And because I had deleted a comment in chat yesterday because I'm like, whoa, that's a little spoilery stuff. Because there was more that I wanted to talk about. I just never got around to it. It was bothering me, so I double checked everything. And they were completely wrong. Or it was just the way they worded their message. So the thing is, Final Fantasy 16 spoilers in the next few minutes. If you don't want to be spoiled, it's okay to mute for a few minutes. Oh shit! I meant to go details. Hold on. I can fix this mistake. I can fix it. I'm on the Switch too. Anywho. 340 for minigames, 125 most. I was almost, but he had 4, 3. What was the? Oh, Whack-A-Plan. That's what I had. I couldn't remember what I had. Some chance time, some mushrooms, some Bowsers. It's a hack in the system, I know. But if it's just to see the details, then I don't mind. So I try not to do it super often. But, yeah, Final Fantasy 16 spoilers in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so if you haven't tuned out now, if you're still here and don't care about Final Fantasy 16 spoilers, or you were here yesterday, someone had made a comment about Clive leaving something more behind for Jill. And their comment specifically stated that Jill was pregnant and it was after a certain like side quest. And I saw it, was like, hold on, because that comment was there for a while. And I should have seen it earlier, but I was too busy crying in the cutscene, or crying at the credits. We'll go with 10. I was too busy like crying, and I should have caught it sooner and deleted it sooner and explained more of that, but I knew there was a scene post-credits, and I just totally forgot to say anything more about it. But the way they said their comment about Jill was pregnant, like, the game doesn't say it, but Jill is pregnant, and it's like, no. There is literally nowhere in the game that says Jill is pregnant. Literally nowhere in the game. At best, it is implied. At best. And I did some digging into some forums, the Final Fantasy Wikipedia. I did a lot of digging, and there is nowhere that outright states that Jill was pregnant. And also, logistically speaking, there is no way she would have found out at that point, because someone was like, oh, in the ending, there's a moment where she's like holding her belly. No, she's upset. She's upset because Clive died. That's why she's upsetty spaghetti. And she knew. Because, like, you know, when you really love someone, you feel that. And you have that sinking feeling. It's when that star faded away, she knew. She knew at that moment. And she doesn't, and she even said she doesn't want to cry. She doesn't like anyone seeing her cry. She even said so herself. So, yeah, and also, here's the thing, a lot of forums, it's a popular theory that Jill was pregnant by the end of 16. It's a popular theory, and the moment when it happened was when Jill and Clive were naked on the beach in Ash, where they landed after the shipwreck. Because, I mean, the reason they were naked is so their clothes could dry, and they were having a very intimate moment. And I think just also them being naked is symbolic of that. And also them realizing their feelings for each other. And then at the very end, they, you know, say the L word. They say, I love you. So it is implied that they probably did the Devil's Tango when they were both naked on the beach. It is implied heavily. But it is also not necessarily heavily implied, but it is implied that Jill is pregnant at the end of 16. And that comment bugged the shit out of me for a long time after stream was over. So it bugged me for a while. It bugged me enough that I needed to do some digging to rectify this, because it was on my mind to say it during those credits, or maybe after the post-credits scene, but I didn't remember. I did not remember. Plus, this person didn't follow me, and some of their comments were kind of weird. Not gonna lie. And it's one of those, I feel like if it's my first playthrough of a game, I would probably put it in the tags that it's my first playthrough of a game. Like a blind playthrough or something. Because most games I play, which again, some people probably wouldn't know from the outside looking in, most games I play, I have seen beforehand or have knowledge of. Like, even the next game I'm gonna play after Final Fantasy, I have seen bits and pieces of it. I've seen bits and pieces of it. But I don't know the full ins and outs of it because I've only ever seen bits and pieces of it. But yeah, it's like when you come in automatically assuming it's my very first experience, I get a little irritated. And it's one of those, I do get a little irritated, but then it's like, they don't know. It's one of those when you expect the you out of someone else. Because it's like, I wouldn't come in automatically assuming it's someone's very first time playing a game. You know, I wouldn't do that. But that doesn't mean someone else wouldn't do that. So, yeah, that was just a comment that bothered me about yesterday. And it bothered me so much I needed to do some digging. I needed to do some digging about it. So, yeah. Okay, we're done with spoilery stuff. I just wanted to get that off my chest. But also, anytime I play a game for the first time, or like start a new game on stream, I will always preface by like, you know, it's not my first time. I know how wild with like Xenoblade, because usually when I play a game, I have like the backseat timer. It's like, yeah, no backseating, but specifically for Xenoblade, because again, I know how wild some people can get. I had the timer go off every so often in chat of, hey, this is not Tessa's first time playing Xenoblade, or whichever Xenoblade it is. This is not the first time. But do not spoil anything, because when people hear like, oh, they've already played the game, I can say what happens in this later chapter of the game. And it's like, no. What if someone else hasn't experienced it and are experiencing it for the first time through me? You know? So that's why I'm very respectful of spoilers. And my neck of the woods, when I come across the Xenoblade community, is, the Xenoblade community is so good about spoilers. And a lot of people theorize this, and there is some validity to it, but COVID kind of ruined fandom spaces, and here's why. When COVID happened, nobody could go anywhere. Where's the place people go when they can't physically go anywhere? The internet. And when the quote-unquote normies show up in these fandom spaces, they are relentless bullies. They are relentless bullies in these fandom safe spaces, and it kind of ruins the fandom that way. So, there is some validity. There's some validity to COVID ruining fandom spaces. Sorry, I had to focus.
Finish!
Because, like, ever since, like, 3, I see tweets here and there just flat out spoiling stuff for Xenoblade. And I understand Smash Bros. Because, there's some stuff that feels way too spoilery to be in a Smash Bros. Game, but, like, I'm not Sakurai. I'm not Masahiro Sakurai, so who am I to say? Because I also want people to experience Xenoblade. And also, Xenoblade, I think I heard Blue explain it this way, and it's explained the best. Within the Xenoblade fandom, there are so many of us. There are so many people in the Xenoblade fandom. But when you look at the grand scheme of gaming, Xenoblade is so niche. It is extremely niche. So, but yeah, usually my neck of the woods I've seen in the Xenoblade space is mostly respectful. I have had some dude bros come in here and there, but I think I've learned how to handle the dude bros. I think I've learned how to handle it. So I have had times in Xenoblade 1, Xenoblade 2. I don't know if I had any in 3 because I streamed 3 so early in my stream career, I guess you can call it that. Even though I just kind of do it as a hobby for fun.
Ready, go.
That I just happen to make some money off of here and there. But in the time I've been streaming, I streamed Xenoblade 3 so early. It was one of the first games I streamed with my capture card, once I got my capture card. And I want to replay 3 again. I do, because I've only ever played it one time, and that was after I watched my husband play it. So he's only really played it one time, and I've only really played it one time, so... And also, fun fact, Xenoblade 3 is how I met Blue, because she was also playing Xenoblade 3 the time I was playing it. And she just happened to be at a spot further behind than I was. Because whenever I play a big story-intensive game and I try to find someone to raid that's also playing that game, I always try to find someone that's at an earlier spot in the game than me. Because I don't want anyone in my chat to get spoiled, even though I've seen the game before. So, yeah, there's a little fun fact. I met Blue through Xenoblade 3. So, there you go. There's some lore. Some lore for you. But yeah, and it kind of sucks that I have seen Blue get a lot of like weird comments about her experiences with Xenoblade, because it's like I have never seen people be like that with Xenoblade, like just outright spewing hate because of, oh, she recognized Dunban's house because of Future Redeemed, and that is absolutely ridiculous. Honestly, in my opinion, that is a stupid thing to harp on her about. It's like, so what, she played it in a different order than you did? So what? So what? It's like, hey, she recognized the area and now knew where it came from. Duh! Like, that's dude bro behavior, honestly. So, yeah, and I've also had a few dude bros when it came to Xenoblade 2. So, yeah. I don't even know when... I think I maybe had the most dude bros in Xenoblade 2. And not necessarily in, like, the backseaty dude bro. I do remember one person that came in and was just being a nuisance, honestly. It was at the end of a Xenoblade 2 stream, and I was hyping up playing Final Fantasy VII Remake because I was so excited to start the game. And I was given the hints and stuff. It's like, yeah, it's a game in a series that I've played before on the channel. Because I had played Final Fantasy X like the summer before. That works. Dude bros or goon bros? I've had more dude bros. I haven't seen much goon bros. I've seen more dude bros. But yeah, there's this one guy that came in and he was just, again, being a nuisance. And it was at the end of stream, so I was going over my spiel about I'm starting a new game. I was giving hints towards it, and it was a game in a series that I'd played before. So like, if you had been here before, then like, yeah, if you've been here before, then you can probably figure it out. You know, just kind of, you know, leading into like, hey, it's in the direction of Final Fantasy potentially. And they made like some off comment about like, oh, if you have to say like, oh, you've been here long enough, then that's so insulting or something. I don't remember. I was like, yeah, that's an odd thing to say. And then I was hyping it up and I was so excited to play the game. Because I was hyping, I was hyping it up because I was so excited to play it. And they said, if you have to hype it up so much, it's probably not very good. And that was the moment they got banned. Because I was clearly excited. And when one person hypes up something, let them hype it up. If a collective overglazes something, then it's like, I don't know. Because both me and my husband are a little wary about Jujutsu Kaisen because people hype it up so much. And it's one of those, we would probably like it, but there's so many people that kind of overglaze it. But hey, you know, it's one of those, again, like if one person is super excited about something, don't ruin their excitement. And I wasn't hyping up like the game itself, I was hyping up how excited I was to play it. And they're like, if you have to hype it up so much, it's probably not very exciting. Yeah, that's an instant ban, like for sure. Instant ban. So, yeah, there's my story. And, there was also one time in, Xenoblade 1 where, I was talking about, or I was actively doing a chain attack, and I was doing some stuff, and with chain attacks in Xenoblade 1, the game tells you can do a few things with chain attacks. You can break topple days in chain attacks. It also tells you, hey, you can get a multiplier if you line up the same color arts. And Talon arts act as a wild card. So you can kind of flow between different arts and still get your multiplier. I was like endgame. It was during the beach episode of Xenoblade 1. For those who don't know, when I say the beach episode for Xenoblade is when I put all the characters in swimsuits and run around do side quests. So beach episode, usually pretty late into the game. So it was during the beach episode of Xenoblade 1. And I was doing a side quest. And I was trying to fight this high-level monster. I was on casual mode, so don't at me on that one. It's a lot easier to take on high-level enemies when you're on casual mode. So I was fighting this monster, and I was having some troubles with something, and I was in the chain attack, or I had a chain attack prior to it. I was trying to get the arts multiplier, and then I got curious. I'm like, I wonder, can I break topple daze him here? Or like, can I get a break and topple him? Because I was just curious about something. And then I tried to go for the break and topple, but it was completely immune to break. So I'm like, okay. I didn't realize it till like after. And someone had come in with like, I want to say something, but it's like, what do you gotta say? And they tried to explain to me that you can use arts of the same color to get the multiplier in chain attacks. And it's like, you literally saw me do this before I started the break topple of days. And also, I had played the game for how long? You had popped in and out of streams for how long? And have seen me do these chain attacks. So I got some pretty good chain attack multipliers from lining up the same arts. Melia is so freaking cracked in chain attacks because of her Talon art and the way it works. Like, I really had someone try to do that to me, and it's like, no, I will defend myself on that one. I don't know what to do now. I should have done 20. I should have done 20. I can do another 10 one. I don't know. It's fine. But yeah, yeah, I've had... can I ask the Xenoblade questions? Happened to me a few times and I don't get it. Sure, go ahead. Go ahead. What's your Xenoblade question? What is your Xenoblade question? Your Xenoblade Chronicles question. Tessa's Xenoblade Master. I'm not necessarily a master. Sure? I don't know. I had to buy... Yeah, 'cause I know... Oh, here. I can play Bumper Ball Maze for free. Don't remember them, though. Oopsie. What do I have? I have not bought a single 4-player mini. It's fine. I mean, I can do... It's fine, I can do whatever I want. I can do another 10 turn of these. We'll just run it back all the way. No. All on hard. We'll go 10. I should have went 20, it's fine. Okay, so sometimes I'm facing an enemy and they, like, I guess can't be affected by break, but then they somehow get toppled, or, like, general, sometimes I see, like, stages get skipped. More like Xenoblade 2 thing. Notice in 3 it still confuses me. My best guess is, I think there are some arts that can force a topple no matter what. That's probably my best guess, or it might just go so fast. Because I know with Xenoblade 2, the combat can go burr in Xenoblade 2. And like, having a break art in Xenoblade 2 is like super duper important. So yeah, my best guess, it's either something that just completely forces a topple no matter what, or you're just fighting enemies with like a really high resistance to break. So that's probably my best guess. Because like I know a lot of like stronger enemies and like unique monsters will have like a high resistance to break, but not like completely immune. But yeah, my best guess is a forced topple. I know in Xenoblade 1, there are some arts that force a topple, like Ricky's Roly Poly. Roly Poly Keep on Rolling. Melia's combo of Spear Break and Starlight Kick is a forced topple. You don't need a break for it. So there are probably some arts that have a forced topple. I don't know off the top of my head with Xenoblade 2, but that's my best guess. Or I think there are also some equipment items or ox cores in Xenoblade 2 that help reduce enemy resistance to break. So I know that can help too. That's my best guess off the top of my head without diving deep into it. Because I can probably dive deep into the Xenoblade Wikipedia and figure it out that way. But I frankly don't want to do that right now. Because I love diving into stuff like that. There's a question of the day. Any plans for the summer? Right now, my current plans for the summer are summer ball for the kiddos. And June is going to be very busy. I don't know the example that comes to mind, but the urchins, and they couldn't be toppled. But I saw once or twice they got launched, and I was like, huh? Yeah, probably some kind of art that forces it. It's my best guess. Well, let me see. Let me see. That's not Google. That's not Google. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Is there anything that... Nani, hello, Frost. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. All right. Xenoblade Wiki. Launch is a status in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 in Torna. Set my time, unable to act. Launching enemy causes a medium HP potion to drop. Oh, it's this game. It ain't gonna matter. Breaking news, I live. Congratulations! I'm happy you're alive. I honestly really don't think this is gonna matter. Let's see. Yeah, several characters have launch arts. Rex has one with the great axe. Nia's got one with knuckle claws. Wow, I'm not on my game right now. And oh, here in the little trivia on launch, it says Morag is the only playable driver that does not have a launch art. That is really interesting. I'd have to really... Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I don't know if there's like any... Let me see. Do-do-do. Gotcha. Let's see. Since you specifically mentioned urchins, urchins have multiple defining traits. Firstly, they have a relatively high guard rate and can block attacks from any side. And secondly, they cannot normally be inflicted with break. However, during their bouncy hammer and spiky hammer arts, a fleshy stem in their middle is revealed, and they are treated as being inflicted with break for the art's duration. If one uses an art that inflicts topple, they can then be driver comboed. There you go. There you go, right there. We found it! We got it! We got it figured out, guys. We did it. It's like it had to be something. How have I been? I have been pretty good and pretty busy. And I'm going to be pretty busy in the month of June. So I just got Riley's T-ball schedule, because she is in T-ball. And she's gonna be real busy Tuesdays and Thursdays. Whee! Whee! Yep. Ah! Nice. Funny, all I know is she had 3 smash arts by the end of my run. She refused to ever use any of them. But yeah, the whole thing with the Urchons made sense, because I was like, yeah, you know what, I'll look that up. I will look that up, because it had to be something. Yeah, we got it figured out. But yeah, I do know Tora with Cutie Pie, and I know how you feel about Tora lore, I know, but Cutie Pie is super fucking cracked, and with Cutie Pie, Tora can have, can just driver combo all by himself. Which is kind of exciting when you really think about it. Because, Cutie Pie has Break and Launch, Alpha has Topple, and QT has Smash. But also, having a blade with 2 driver combo arts is insane. So, yeah, it is pretty crazy. I'm open. No, 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 it's me. I know, I had it. No, ah! No, Mario, take it. Mario, you bitch! What are you, Angel Reese? Getting your own rebounds? Or, my bad, a me-bound? The WNBA is a dumpster fire, honestly. If you want to watch really good women's sports, watch the Olympics or watch softball. Honestly. Peak women's sports right there. Anywho. Had Cutie Pie for about 5 minutes before I started New Game Plus. Gotcha. Yeah, you need to view a heart-to-heart. And then chapter 8 is when that quest becomes available. But yeah, it's like, the poppies can be as good as you make them to be. They're as good as forever how long you spend in Tiger Tiger. I have watched my husband play Tiger Tiger over and over. He essentially mastered stage 5 because there is a special element core that you can only get through stage 5. And it is the light core. You can get Cutie Pie as a light element. Yeah, pretty cracked, honestly. I got it! That was teamwork right there. And he managed to do it because he wanted to do it. Because light element is just so rare in Xenoblade 2. Because your only real options in Xenoblade 2 for light elements are Mythra and Cosmos if you do not, and Cutie Pie if you do not have the DLC. With the DLC, you do get Corvin, and I think someone else? I can't remember. But yeah, light is so rare of an element. I think when I get Cutie Pie back according to the wiki. Oh yeah, New Game Plus, yes. You automatically get Cutie Pie when you get QT. So after chapter 4, I think the end of chapter 4 is when you get QT. So after that point, you will get Cutie Pie in New Game Plus. So. Oh, speaking of like Xenoblade New Game Plus stuff, oh my god, this number keeps fucking calling me. I don't know who they are, what they want, but they will not leave a voicemail. It's one of those, if it's important enough, they will leave a voicemail. Goals! What am I will announce, I'm still trying to figure out when to do the community games, because that was a sub-goal we hit recently. Our current sub-goal right now is a Glorious Future Charla run, and yes, I am insane. It'd be a fun New Game Plus run of Xenoblade 1, but with the fun challenge added of linking the skill Glorious Future to Charla. And if you don't know, Glorious Future is a skill in one of Shulk's hidden skill branches that automatically fills the talent gauge upon a vision. And having it attached to Charla is a recipe for disaster, and I am here for it. And it'll be a fun New Game Plus run, and that'll be one where I wouldn't mind talking about spoilery things for Xenoblade. So, because it'll be a fun challenge run at that point. So, yeah, that'll be like a fun time. But that one has a hard end goal. I think I have it set to the end of August. So we have all summer long to hit this sub goal. So if you want to see me suffer in Xenoblade 1 with Glorious Future Charla, then sub goal. gift a sub. You have to pay to see my eternal suffering. So, but yeah, there you go. That is my current sub goal. And our current follower goal, I have a fan fiction in mind to read, and the fan fiction that we're reading is stuff that I have written before. I'm not gonna go out and find someone else's fan fiction. I wouldn't do that. I'd rather read stuff that I have written, especially stuff that I haven't read in a long time, because sometimes I go back and reread some of my old stuff. I will do that every so often. But I do have one fanfiction in mind that I will go back and go back and read.
And his name is John C.
Speak of the devil, hello! Yeah, Deltora! Hey, with the sub. Let's go. It's another one towards the sub goal. Yeah, if you want to see me suffer in Xenoblade 1. Yeah, like, I will have a specific set of rules, for said challenge run if we do beat the sub goal, by the end of August. So August 31st will be the hard end date for that. And if we don't hit it, then we'll just come back to it at some point. We'll make it another goal later. But yeah. And the fanfiction goal, the follower goal, I have one in mind that we can reread or read on stream. So yeah, it's exciting. I'm excited. I love being excited. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I think I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. I don't remember that's how the song goes. I don't have any snoozes for my ads, so I apologize. Woo! Ha! Mario's not a very good director. Loser. I say loser, and he is probably going to beat me because if we don't play a coin collecting minigame, then I lose. He will beat me by 1 coin. It's fine, I don't care. Eh. Or not. I have to win now. I have to win this minigame. Dang it! Why is it this one? Choke Mario, choke Mario. I'm like, I don't care, and now I suddenly care. That is the fun in competition. He needs to mess up. Mess up, Mario. I need you to fumble the bag completely. I mean, sometimes they do, but it's very rare that the computer fumbles. It is very rare. So I've seen the hard AI mess this up. But, like, yeah, keeping the piranha plant on him is a timing thing, and they're never good at timing it. Yeah, no, there's no way. Why'd it have to be this one, man? Yeah, no, he had it. It's fine. It's fine. GG's, Mario. GG's. You won something. Hooray. Woo. Woo. Golf clap. I just wanted to pad out the time. Just wanted to pad out the time because we hit 3 hours, so it's fine. Yippee! He did it. Woo. Okay. Alright, so I think this will be it for today. I know we're ending on a Mario win, but I have lost half of my finances every single time, so it's fine. So, that'll be it for today. I'll come back out here and we'll just chill right here. But yeah, that'll be it for today. Tomorrow is Friday. Last I heard Allie has a softball practice tomorrow evening, or potentially, but I haven't heard anything in the group chat yet. So, I don't plan on going super long tomorrow, but we should be streaming tomorrow. And it'll be Pokemon. It'll be Leaf Green. Last we left off, I just got to Cerulean City. And I got my ass handed to me by this rival fight that I have struggled on for a while. So hopefully we can either take care of this rival fight or we're just gonna do the gym. Either way, we're just gonna wing it. But yeah, tomorrow probably won't be a super long stream, because I think if they do practice, it'll be at 5:30. So that's my best guess. I haven't heard anything yet, but I feel like I should hear something sometime today or tomorrow or something. But yeah, last I knew, there's a potential practice tomorrow night for Allie. Riley's next practice is on Tuesday, so don't gotta worry about that right now. But yeah. Yeah, that's tomorrow. Monday, June 1st, there will be no stream. I have a dentist appointment, and I will probably not be feeling up to... streaming anyway. So, but then, Tuesday... Okay, I just double checked something. Okay. But yeah, Monday, June 1st, no stream. Tuesday, probably do another Mario Party 1. Mario Party 1 is so short. Honestly, 50 turns of Mario Party 1 are stupid short. Next Wednesday, no stream. Because Allie's first game is away. So, that cuts into time. So I think the game starts at like 6. And I would imagine need to be there well before, and it cuts into stream time. So no stream Wednesday. Thursday, I think Riley's first game is at 7:30. So Thursday there should be a stream next week. And next Friday more than likely be a stream as well. So June is gonna get real chaotic. I'm just letting you know that now. So if there's just no stream and I haven't said anything in the Discord, then it's something Summer Ball related. So, man, no one's really live right now. That makes me a little sad. I don't know if I can't find anybody, I probably just won't raid. Because I usually try to figure out, vibe check. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't have to raid. So, and I just peeked into Blue's Discord. She may not stream today. So, yeah, I probably just won't raid. I don't really see anyone that I would want because Max isn't live right now. And Blue's not live right now, so... Yeah, so Max isn't live today. Blue may not be live, so we'll just skip the raid. So yeah, June is gonna be very chaotic. Again, this is today and tomorrow are like the calm before the storm. Really? So yeah, no stream the 1st. I think I mentioned it in Discord, but no stream the 1st. I have a dentist appointment. May or may not be a stream. Probably like a Mario Party 1 stream on Tuesday. No stream Wednesday. Possible stream Thursday. Stream Friday. Yeah, we're gonna get real chaotic. So, yeah. The whole spiel. Mondays are, shit. Mondays are shit. Mondays will be a new game starting. I think the hint I gave was, I hope you're not tired of Ben Starr. We probably won't see him for a bit when we start this new game, though. So yeah, I hope you're not tired of Ben Starr. He's a great voice actor, by the way. Anyway, Mondays are gonna be this new game. Tuesdays and Thursdays are some kind of Mario Party, and Wednesdays and Fridays are Pokemon Leaf Green. So thank you everyone for coming out and hanging out, and we will see you next time.